Hello, it is 11:22 in the shine. Good numbers, good number. And it is 6:11. All right, so we got this thing going on here early so I can be on time so I can see Jupiter 11:11's thing. And I'm going out today, so that's a good thing. Gonna get cute, get my hair done. So that's always a plus. Just finished doing my channel message, the DM, can we talk? Your DF still wants you. Don't let the 3D stop you from leaving. Make sure that you go ahead and you look at that video. Very heartfelt, especially for the divine masculines. I pray that they're attracted to that and that they will, if you have a divine masculine in your life that you know of, tell him to watch that video because that message is especially for them. And it's very heartfelt because it got me crying at the end because I spoke on the, hey Carmen, hi. I spoke on the behalf of the divine feminines about how we felt, and it got me to crying because I could feel all the divine feminines collective. Like, do you know how special you are, how much we love you? And so make sure that you check that out. So I'm gonna get started. Enough on the rambling. It was something else I wanted to say to you all, but it'll come to me as well. So today's topic that they want us for keys for union is attraction. Understanding that again, you attract romance, love by enjoying the moment fully. This is what Eckhart Tolle is talking about, living in the now. You want to attract the loves. Hey, Vanessa, you want to attract the love of your life. And they say, in order for you to do that, to live that in the now. Myself has said that, or the readers, definitely Jupiter 1111 has said that, as far as us being able to be anchored in the now. This is the key. This is the card that Source has picked out for us to say, this is the key that's going to get us in union with ourselves and with others. Okay. So in order for that, we got to get into our heart space. In the sunshine circle, we are focusing in on the heart chakra this week, really focusing in on how that heart chakra actions help us to be able to open up and blossom. And it also helps us to really understand how it gives bloom to things and how we're able to see things differently when we're coming from the avenue of attraction. So this attraction, once we get into this, according to Source, they said this is going to help us to take some type of action. And this is the card that came out next, which is the most of the time when you see these cards, this is the feminine and this is the masculine. So if you're the divine feminine energies here, you being in this type of energy here, which is attraction, is going to drive the divine masculine to follow you in suit. So this is very important that you have understand that this is what is going to happen. Also within you, you're going to have that balance of the light and the darkness within you, or the shadow self following where the light is going. So that's going to help. You know, you're going to have, like they say, the Bible says, you're going to pour. The poor is going to be with you always. So this intake helps you to understand that again, you understanding, you taking the leadership, you coming from a more lighter place, is going to help also for that shadow aspect of you to kind of still fall in line. Okay. Next thing, especially when we're talking about this journey, with the next card they're talking about, in order for us to have that attraction, it helps us to really understand where we're going. Like say, do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? So this here in your emotions is going to help you. She's got like this crystal. She's got it looks like a crystal, clear crystal to me when I look at it. So you're going to get real crystal clear as to the things that you have left in the past, because it's interesting. Her arm is going this way. So in the past, which is going to help you to understand the direction that you're actually going to. You're going to take all your stuff. Your bags is packed, all that baggage you got with you. Now, at this time, I'm thinking also it's going to help you to understand on this journey about what bags you're going to take with you and what bags you're not, because she's got them down. So that to me also shows that she's going to let the baggage be put down and then also be able to cross over to the other side. So when you're living in the now of attraction, hey, Shy Shy, when you're living in the now, in the now that helps you to be able to attract the love that you want. Love in all different kinds. To me, I'm going to say also this transfers into the bliss. Okay, so that's what they're saying. So today's keys from source said we need to do that. How is that looking? We look at both of the energies for the divine masculine right now, according to source. How's this looking for the divine masculine, according to source? Clear. We do divine masculine, then we do divine feminines. We'll put them first today. And we'll look at the divine feminines energies. Woo! All right, for the divine masculine energies. Oh, this is nobody. So this is tit for tit. One. For the divine masculines, when you're talking about this, hey Jupiter 11, hey Booski. So when we're talking about as far as this energy, the maiden of swords, this is the conflict for the divine masculine. When we're talking about the attraction and drawing in the love of our life, and they're saying, source says we got to take some type of action that's going to give us this forward movement for the divine feminine energies in the lead, with the divine masculine energies following, or either our light self. Uh, is also driving force to bring that shadow to come forth and take the lead and tell them where it actually needs to go and follow, which is actually helping us again recap to understand that we've got to take the journey. We leave it looking at the things in the past with a more crystal clear lens, and we're going off into an actual direction. Because right now we understand that we're putting the bags down because they no longer serve, and we're going to decide at the point of where we are in the now what bags we're going to actually take. So for the divine masculine, when we're talking about attracting our bliss, getting into our heart chakra, which is helping us to get open up into things fully because we're living in the now. We have to understand for the divine masculine energies, as far as this defensiveness, they say this is what they're seeing, what's happening with you now. It's the defensiveness, but they're calling in this storm here because, again, the way you're protecting yourself, to me, when I don't see like the armor on here from like the night, you don't have like the full armor on from source. You're doing this on your own will, divine masculine energies, when I don't see the armor on. And so that's what it's calling this maiden. Maiden is like to serve. To me, it seems like you're in the energies of where you're serving others, which is causing you to be in this energy, divine masculine. Okay. For the divine feminine, they're saying this is what they're saying right now, as far as you trying to attract things. You got, I call it this Elvira, the swords. You're taking all of these swords right now, they're saying here, but to me, to be in this energy, this is not an energy to me that is really going to help you attract. So this goes back to the energies what we talk about in the Gemini thing. Well, you got to get rid of that duality here, because this is kind of like that vampire, like I'm gonna suck the blood, kind of like energies out of everybody else. You're nocturnal, you got these sports, and you're gathering all these things. So spirit says they want you to kind of like handle this inside thing. You got a real nice inside job when we talk about these swords, all these things, these pains, this hurts, almost like it comes from the current energies that you're dealing with. They want you to gather that because they want you to understand also there's a opportunity. There's another way. When I see a window, this always reminds me where it's got a wall here. These as Jupiter 11, let me say, these standards that you have put up there to say, okay, well, he can't come or this can't happen unless X, Y, and Z. And when they have a window slapped there, right there, dead in the middle of the wall, it represents that the spirit's trying to say you was thinking about using the door, but there's another alternative for you. So the way you think it's gonna happen ain't gonna be the way it's gonna happen. You've got to go about it a different way. They're giving me a fork in the road also. They're saying that you got to pay attention to you because of you in this type of energy. Instead of you being to easily be able to walk out the door because you can't see the door, but the door here is saying now it's going to have to create a new opening, a new opportunity for you to get where you need to go. Okay, say okay because you can't hear my notification, but I get notification off of my computer. So they're like, that's it, because you want this 7, which is spiritual completion. Um, with that. So we gotta watch that energy. Now, this is what source say. This is how they're seeing you right now. So we got some, as they say, and Lucy, we got some explaining to do, Lucy, right here with this energies that spirit is saying as far as you attracting some things. So we gotta watch that. Oh, good. Oh, I'm glad they're gone from your phone. Wonderful. Okay. So how are you clear? Let's see what source says needs to happen as far as in this thinking, in your head space, your mind space, for the divine masculine and for the divine feminine. What's going on with the head space here? Understanding and staying in the now to get in our bliss. Okay, so you got to get right here, like I say, in service to others. This is interesting what I see here. In your emotions and your thinking, as far as you attracting your good or your love life to you or your bliss, it seems like, again, when I look at this, like the emotions, your emotions, the divine feminine energies within you is ready to be able to do this. Is clinging on to your thinking, but your thinking is looks like it's in shock, and they don't know what to actually do with this. It's like, in your emotions, you didn't became raw or have revealed you and took off all your clothes, all these personas that you tried to get there. You even have benched, like in playing. You have made yourself say in your thinking, like the divine masculine energies within yourself, go just sit down, sit down. So the divine masculine energies too has been saying, sit down, okay, in the thinking. So this is divine masculine. So this is a split between the divine feminine and the divine masculine energies within the divine, because I said I was doing the divine masculine first today. Okay, so divine masculine, in your thinking, you don't know what to do, especially if this divine feminine would come to you like this. It's like you're holding on to it, and it's like, okay, now what I do with it? What I do with this card? I don't actually know what to do with this. So the divine masculine energies, you bench yourself, which means you're just right there. You're watching the game, but you're not in it and you're not being active in it. Spirit already told you that you need to take some type of action, okay, to be on this journey, because you got to do some kind of forward movement here. This here is not forward movement, divine masculine. Watch my, again, is loading right now. Channel messages from divine masculine. Can we talk? Your divine feminine still wants you. Don't let the 3D stop you from leaving. This is it. So in your emotions, they're saying they want you to kind of get raw like this, and reveal everything, take off all the clothes, because again, like I said, in the 3D, your divine feminine is ready to do this, but you got to know what you're doing. You're attracting it, and you're like, I don't know what to do. You're in shock with this. For the divine feminine energies, for you, you got here, oh, what is that? Is that a hippo? It's got water. Uh, Let me look you up. That's an interesting little concept. Water. Let me see what the little book says here. Okay, yeah, it just loaded. It just went. Because I know this is in your emotions, divine feminine, in your emotions. You're looking at something, and I don't know if I want to call him a beast or not. I can't call him a beast. I got a notification on my end. Look like, water, water, fire, fire, air, air, fire, fire, water, water, air, air, water. Simplicity, intelligence, serenity, astrological, meaning the sun in Scorpio, the need to live secretly, intensely, and passionately. Okay, dokie. So according to this card here, this is your serenity. But I'm still going to say this. This is your serenity that you're looking at, but at the same time, you got this beast or this animal that's here. So that's kind of like to be and you got your booty out, too. Something about this is keep on saying ass out. I keep on hearing that. So you feel like you're looking at your serenity, especially as far as you're attracting your peace. But at the same time in the process, you feel like you got your butt out, like you exposed, like to everybody. And you got this animal here in this water represents something about to me. It's like you're looking at, I keep on hearing the song ugly parts of me in your emotions, and you're trying to really make peace with. I got you. I feel it now. I'm clicking. You're trying to make peace with the ugly parts of you. At the same time, you feel like you got your ass out in the process. So you got to kind of find the way of how you can be able to make those two energies. I feel duality as one. It's okay to be exposed. It's okay to make you feel foolish. Maybe in this twin flame journey, you don't quite know what's going on or how you're going about doing this. And some of you all are saying, I don't kind of like that kind of energies. But at the same time, you keep yourself focused and you're looking at how in this water, these things, the ugly parts here. So to me, it's almost like getting baptized. I'm feeling this like washing out those things that no longer serve you. So in order for you to be able to do that, you seem like you're calling in. It's almost like a dog, like say, here, come in, little fishy, fishy, or come in, little, little doggy, doggy, or whatever this little animal is. It's like most times when somebody's in a position like that, this come on, like they had that Facebook meme where she's standing like this and she got the glasses on and she's looking. So it's like you calling this in to say, okay, come on out the water, because it's like it no longer serves you in order for you to get serenity. That took a while there, but I got it now. So that's what you're doing. Oh, I got some cars in here that don't belong in here. You don't belong in there. You is a Casanova car. You is not one of them. Okay, let's look and see what's happening in the heart space. Yeah, you calling that in. Like, come on, beastie, beastie. Come on out of here. Because that no longer serves in our spirituality and our emotions. Clear. That's in order for you to attract. So you're attracting those things that no longer serve. Now, some may say the it's not not rhinoceros. Is that one? No. He's a little interesting little thing. I don't know what he is. He interesting. I'm trying to see what he is. But you are calling me in, because most time when somebody's in that position, it's like I'm looking at you. Come here. Let me see. So that's more so that position what you're in. For the divine master, when we're talking about attractive things, we got the Eight of Swords. Okay. So with this one, we got the Eight of Swords here. This energy here is, you're wanting this connection at the same time. But when I look at this, there's a conflict, there's an apprehensiveness about doing this, because you got some things here in the background. To me, this represents some things in the past. They got all these kind of interesting little animals in the background here. So you got this heart chakra with this curtain. So the curtain's got to be pulled down, especially as far as in your heart, divine masculine, in order to attract these things. But we're just kind of like right there. We're almost ready, but it looks like to him, he ready to say, wait a second. I was about to say, wait a second, do we have any condoms? But it's like a wait a second kind of, wait a second. I don't know about ready. Hold on a second. I got to kind of think on this again. So it's some apprehensiveness from the side of the divine masculine about attracting this good that you have here in the now. Okay. It does. It does. Like, hold on, wait a second. I left the stove running. Wait a second. Now, for the divine feminine energies we have here, I'm sorry, we keep real. This is 3D too. Right here in the 3D, she wants this merge here. This is a 10, so we really saying really ending the cycle and getting ready to start the wands. There's some action she wants to. Okay, so this is really the act of wanting this union from both ends, from her divine feminine energies and from her divine masculine energies as well. So the attraction is bringing it together. To me, this when I see this is interesting. This is the opposite. He's like, hold on a second, wait a second. I ain't got the, and this here energy is like, I want it now. Let's get it on. He ain't even prepared. How you know he ain't prepared? Because he looked like he just dropped his dropped his drawers right there on the spot. So this to me is a thing that lets you know that okay, she's ready at a moment's notice. We can instantly, just like my instant readings, where you can instantly get your readings right there on the spot. for as low as $4. Go to divineunisouls11.co. That's a good shameless plug. But right here, you have here, this is instantly. So things has got to kind of fall away. She understands things have to fall away in order to have this new beginning, this ending of cycling and ready to start a new. This 10 to me represents that. So this again, this is at a moment's notice. I'm ready. And this one is like, hold up, wait a minute, let me put some pimping in it. Okay. Next card here. Divine Feminine also understands here that in her emotions are grounded and rooted and knows the way. And she's showing the Divine Masculine, which is the Divine Masculine energies within her, that she's got to be, that has to show the way for the way of thinking. So this here, we got the Four of Challenges, which is a balance of really the Four of Cups, their understanding of love. So the Divine Feminine understands in order to attract some things, she understands she's got to take the leadership role here. This is her showing the Divine Masculine energies the way. He's still deceptive. Anytime when I see a hood on somebody, that means they're in deception. So she's got to stay grounded and rooted while he's still in these kind of deceptive energies. So he knows. She knows they really in this connection. It's got to be able, somebody's got to cut some things. You got to attract some, you're good to you. When you cut things, you got to begin something to end something. So that means you got to cut it loose in order to have something else attract and take in this place. Especially I see this coin in the 3D. Okay, so that's the matters of the heart according to the divine source. Okay, what's happening in your karma? What's happening with time? What time is it? Yeah, okay. Let me hurry up. What's happening with your karma? You come in here. You don't belong there. Clear. What is some karmic action that the source says that you got to deal with in order to attract your good in the now? For the Divine Masculine, for the Divine Feminine. Okay, this is a card that don't belong. This is a card for 9. Okay, for the Divine Masculine energies. Okay. Okay, so you got a conflict according to your karma about this is your connection, because I think it's like the Panama Canal. Panama Canal is like a waterway that helps to connect one location to another. You gotta, in your emotions, you gotta think about what is this conflict that you having as far as in this canal. You got this boat here, which is willing to take the trip, but it's empty and it's just been sitting there, Divine Masculine. So again, to me, this is your passage. What are you going to be using as far as the connection in your emotions? You got to deal with this. This is your karma. This is your lesson that you got to learn here about this conflict, this big conflict when it comes to this connection, especially in dealing with your emotions. For the Divine Masculine, your karmic energies here that you got to deal with again. You got this one, which means you want to take action, but then you all mask up. Can't nobody see nothing. You got all this extra adornment on. To me, this is like you had tried on personas that make you seem like you the boss and you in the driver's seat. Anytime I see him sitting down, that means you think you in control. You in the driver's seat. And you're supposed to be so-called relaxed, being in beast mode or boss mode. I'm the boss, but you got this extra dormant, which means you're not going at this authentically. This is what source say they're seeing you as Divine Masculine when it talks to this attraction stuff. So you could be attracting things, but whatever you're attracting is those things that really are false. They say false ideologies. That's what it said. It's a falseness. Like attract like. You false is false. You bootleg is bootleg. This is bootleg authority. This is bootleg. I'm in leadership. This is not really that. To me, he looking like, he think he's kind of in, he, how about to say, he pimping. Like, okay, yeah, now what you want, little tenderoni. To me, this ain't really, this is not authentic to me. Okay, the thing that the Divine Feminine's energies has got to deal with is the understanding of letting, again, he's touching the breast, so that means letting the divine masculine energies come to him with that karmic energy where he's asking for um to be nurtured. He's nurturing her, and she's getting pleasured by that. Of course, yeah, you got cups, you got 10 of cups. To be, again, this is kind of like an ending of that cycle as far as in that love, or how you're offering that cup like that in this. So that's the karmic thing of being able to, he's coming there, he's supporting, but at the same time, what he's doing, uh he's getting himself pleasured. You ain't getting yourself pleasured in the situation. So to them, so I said, you're attracting the love, but he's still coming to you in that karmic vein, because he's got this white wig on, which again, he's got a mask on and you have a mask on emotionally. Like, yeah, you're masking your emotion, he's masking his emotion. You're like, well, I'm gonna get what I can. Watch it. I'm okay with what he's giving me, but it's not enough, okay? Because both of you all are not in your being your true authentic self. Okay, so that's what Source said. You're attracting, but you're not attracting the real one, like Ray Charles said, the real one, baby. Okay, what's happening as far as in your shadow, in your shadows? What's things Spirit say you've got to deal with in order for you to be able clear to attract your good divine masculine? Okay, I think it was that one. No, I don't feel that one. I'm missing cars. It feels mighty light. Am I putting these cars with other daggone decks? This feeling mighty light. Whatever it is, that one. Okay, put it there. Yeah, I'll put it in here. Let's see. I swear by God, it feels light. Okay, whatever. Whatever, baby. Whatever. Oh, I love that song. Bye bye, baby. Okay, for the divine masculine, you got atonement. Okay. Uh, Here with this atonement thing, you know what? I'm gonna see what they say. Let me see their version of it since I'm reading. I'm in the reading mode. I want to see this very quickly. Phew. Tell me. This is card number what? 31. 31. Okay. A woman with a long hair. Accepting pain is a way to survive the pain. Not all things burn, but some should. Atonement is about paying the bills, unadulterated, unfiltered, not negotiated. It is about full and open acceptance of consequences. And a little more. It is also about paying for price of others, letting go of all ifs and buts and taking it all in, whether it's ours to take or another's to shoulder. If you have a piece of what puts you at fault, normally you would try to separate it and weight it evenly with what makes the other at fault. And with what you made it right, a little for a little, but it rarely does. It moves anything forward. Sometimes we need a clean slate, and it's done by going through it all, paying more than it's due to create closure for yourself, for others. You take the dark in so that others can stay in the light, even if they don't deserve it, even if you don't deserve it. So that's right now what they're saying here again is understanding that you got to deal with. It's almost like taking penance for what has gotten you here and what things you have done to others. I think I kind of pretty much talked about that even on my video that I had did about the divine masculine, understanding that at this point emotionally, whatever has got to be done, you've got to take it in and then move on from that. That's what it's saying. So again, this is what the spirit's saying you got to deal with, especially what you're living in the now. It's like pay attention to the things and what you have done and atone for it. So now you can move forward in that. But until then, you face what you have done, rather you believe it was your fault or their fault or whatever, you still got to take atonement for it. Okay, for the divine feminines, right now they say you're dealing with an artificial heart. You're not expressing, and that's when that came up in Sunshine Circle. You're not expressing what anger or what things that's happening with this, which is causing you to really not see things the way they are. And for also, this got some activity here that's happening in this third eye as well. You got to deal with that heart. That's why I said in the Sunshine Circle, we're dealing with the heart chakra, really getting in tune with it. You can tell when people are not really wanting to deal with that. I told my mom, I was like, we're doing the heart chakra act things, and I told her about the presentation, and I was asking her, did she want to kind of, you know, do some heart chakra stuff. And she was like, nah, I'm good. I just do my third eye, my crown, and my throat, and that's it. And I said, well, for several reasons, I know why you don't want to visit that, because, that's going to open up some things that's got to do with dad. So my thing is, we're walking around here, especially with what the DM had did, that, everything is cool and copacetic. But at the same time, we're not facing what we need to be facing. So that was just like a real lesson, eye opening for me when I heard her say that. I was like, okay. So you kind of really saying it from a lot of the divine feminines is out there aspect that you like, you don't want to deal with what's happening in the heart. So that's why you walking around here with this artificial heart. Okay. Um, and so that stops you anytime you're doing that. And I always remember that. And I did not know that April Williams had told me that when you block yourself off for certain things, it blocks you also for you being able to manifest things too as well. While you saying, well, I'm just blocking it off for him. But see, the heart don't know the difference. The heart has got, just like the back in the day with the Middle Ages, it's got that drawbridge. And when they're in the Middle Ages, they had that big old drawbridge. Once they put that sucker up, everybody, they can't be talking about, okay, we put the drawbridge down, and they left one of their knights out there, and they're like, wait, I'm still coming. And they got the majority of the knighthood is in the castle. They're like, oh, I see you, homie. You kind of late coming. And so my thing is that it's over with. It locks everybody out. So when they put that drawbridge up there, he just out there, they have to fend for himself. That's the same thing when we're talking about matters of the heart. It does not know the difference. Once you put that drawbridge to your heart up, it don't know the difference between, okay, I want to let him in because that's my knight. They're fighting for me, or this person who's the enemy. Everybody gets left out there. So you have to watch it when you talk about this heart placement and you move into this energy of artificial heart. It blinds you to everything, not just some things, but that. So you have to practice opening up your heart. For the divine masculine energies, okay, got 6 minutes, doing good. For the divine masculine energies, is retirement. You got to retire some of that old stuff, because especially when I seen this card, this sure enough was a red flag for me. You don't know what about this connection as far as is in your emotions, and you got this conflict of thinking. Some swords, it's a conflict there. So we got to deal with that. So you will have to put some things to retire some of them old things that you have been working on. It's like what retirement is, so you can really truly get into this bliss, which is what we're talking about, attracting things, so you can be able to be in your bliss by living in the now. So those old things that you have, you got to let go. That's in the past. You got to eliminate some things. This is represented by the color brown here. Also, this is tailing out and transforming that. Once you do handle that, it transforms your sacral. Here is a little bit sacral energies about how you connected to others, how you manifested things, and it moves into your authority as well, in your solar plexus, which is really right here, the center of it all. Because once you handle that, standing in your authority, it's going to help to bloom and create these petals all around here as far as in your bliss. This needs to be bliss is represented by like a fuchsia or a hot pink. This is a little light for me. I would like to see this a little bit more intense, but once you start working with standing in your power, all this will be intensified and become a more brighter color. Okay, once you retire, then so you got to go into retirement on this stuff. Divine feminine, you got two things. Okay, thank you for the clarification, confirmation. Healthcare, how are you taking care of yourself, your emotional, your physical, your spiritual, psychological bodies right now? You got to think about how you're caring for yourself and the health of it, your mental health. in this whole thing, because that's going to help to also attract. Are you using stinking thinking, or as Kirk says from Twin Flame All Stars, you got that obsessive thinking? We got to work on that, because I seen the other day was talking about if you do a lot of negative thinking, uh, there's showing in science and studies that that causes for you to bring on dementia or Alzheimer's disease. So you gotta get that under control. Okay, thank you for confirmation, Ralphie. He said, "Yeah, you remember right." So you got to get that stuff under control there. That excessive thinking about the divine master. He ain't this, ain't this, ain't. Which is true, because you can blow a gasket up there. I know that's similar what issue with me sometimes, where I forget things because I had that excessive thinking, especially at the beginning of the journey with the divine master. And it was like at the point sometimes I was like, "What's my name? What did I have on yesterday? What did I eat? What did okay?" I couldn't remember. And I had to train myself, okay, you gotta kind of let that go, because it's overly taking overactive your crown chakra. Next thing is parental care. This goes two ways. Parental care could also be talking about how you take care of yourself, how you're parenting yourself. Sometimes we got to reparent ourselves, especially from those childhood wounds as well. How does it leave us for also our solar plexus, which is standing in our power, and our crown chakra? How we able to receive those downloads, and then also activate our heart chakra. We have to think about that. How will we parent it on the outside in the 3D by our parents? Maybe we got to kind of go back and resurface some of those ideologies and those thoughts processings too, as well, or how you parenting your kids too. Maybe that's also a part of it. Are you taking care of parents as well? So all those things kind of play a part. Clear. All right. Also surrendering. Was divine masculine have to surrender? No, wouldn't let me take it. So that means that's not it. And what does the divine feminine have to surrender? We know that's true. Divine master, you got to surrender to miracles. Again, that's going to help you to get in the flow right here to deal with this one, especially when we're talking about attracting the your bliss in the now. You got to just leave it and surrender onto miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. That's that conflict right here. Because once you believe in that, then you start attracting your bliss and living in your heart space, which is going to all help you to open up. For the divine feminine, surrender stubbornness. If you're tensing up or lacking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. Some of us, I think the other day, said, give up the right of being right, your stubbornness. Well, I ain't going to do, until he called me, he going to make the first move. Because last time I did the first move, he cut me off. He act like he seen it. He seen my text down at the bottom and said, read at 10:06 a.m. So I know he read my text. So you know what? Bump that. I'm gonna get him back. So when he called me, I'm gonna look. When it say 11:11, I know that spirit telling me I'm leveling up. So how I'm gonna know I'm leveling up? I ain't gonna answer his text. How about that? That's leveling. Catch you outside, boo. So all that extra stuff. You being stubborn for the wrong thing. I feel somebody. I don't know who I was doing that. So I don't know who that is. So you got to do that. And so now we're moving in. What do they want you to do with the tech connection? I know you are going because it's 12. So I'm going to finish up on this one and I'll be over there shortly. So next one, clear. What is the energies that the spirit wants both of you all to move into? You want both of that. This came out. I like that. They say, okay, I can do both. That's fine. Let's bring it back together. Okay, and then I'm going to split for the connection. They want you all to move into the energies of understanding your strength, okay? Understanding that, finding courage there, being able to deal with that ego, because the lion also deals with strength as well. But also a lamb. Lamb also listens to, or, listens to the master, being vulnerable, being, again, of service in the right way. This came back for the divine master. You in the service, but this is in the right way when we're talking about in our emotions. We want to get to this Queen of Cups action as well, being able to receive, get the downloads, be in alignment with spirit, be able to get our divinity, let it fully come down and rain down on us. as well. This Queen of Cups is ones that knows, takes no prisoners, knows what she wants when it comes to love, and they ain't playing no games. Okay. Next one, and the King of Cups. So they want you to have really a balance here. Okay. This one here is receiving the love. This one here and is manifesting the love. Every time when I see that, I think about that magician thing where he's taking his hand and he's stirring it up. I'm stirring up the waters to create this change. Understand that some of us, the ship has sailed. That's okay, fine, because that wasn't serving me. This is the energies that you're in. Okay, that one. So that's the energies that they want both the divine feminine and divine masculine energies to come into. He's all right. Okay, let's break it down. What did they want as far as the connection? Clear from source. They want this to move into. This is what you should be looking at for the divine masculine. Uh-oh. This is such a slick card. So be like, shit. And divine feminine. Woo, oh, got two cards here. Woo, yeah, divine mask. Oh my God, look at this. This is a continuation. 12, 13, and it continues over here on the divine feminine things. 14. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Okay, so we got 12 here. So we're really coming up with understanding of this is you want this freedom and the divine masculine energy source wants you to get this connection. You all are both connected to each other. And now, see, this is actually the way I like to see it because I understand they focusing on each other is good too, but they're both looking in the direction that they're going, which lets me know that we're both on one accord going. So this here has also the freedom. Okay. So we're riding freedom together, the divine feminine and divine masculine energies, and we're holding on to each other. Okay. And the divine masculine is holding the reins, which is good, especially those of you who are their horse back riders. No, so he's the ones that's taking the freedom, the relationship. This looks like this is a lamp. So again, holding the lamp, being able to be like a guide. No, that's a sword. So he's got the sword there with the freedom, but to me, it's a conflict. But to me, it's like he's armed and ready for if any kind of conflicts come. So this is what they wanted to come, be ready for. And then you got next energies when we talk about as far as the connection as well. We got here the divine masculine and divine feminine energies. They're connected. They're on the camel. We know the camel can live on without war, without food for long periods of time, but water it cannot. Food represents to me the 3D action. So this relationship is not going to rely on material things or substance or things of that in order to keep it going in the direction that it needs to go. However, it will rely on spirit. And this is what I see here. Okay, this is what they divine masculine energies want to get off that the materialism thing and move into like he's the in protector. This is what they bring to me. Want the divine masculine energies to be in protective mode. You know, it's three things they always say about the divine masculine energies. He's supposed to be ready to protect, provide, and protect, provide, and profess. Three things. Okay, and then next card here we have here is number 14, it continues on. For the divine feminine energies, you got the elephant. So that means nostalgia. Okay. So now, this one here, the divine feminine and the divine masculine are looking in the same direction, which is good. This is how Source wants you all to do in this connection. And understanding again, the divine masculine is going to be open. This is how they view the connection on your end, and the divine feminine is also holding on and is attached to the divine masculine. That's that one. Okay, I did that, I did that. If I didn't, we move it on from that one. I talked about the energies. Okay, yes, we are. Did I talk about the wisdom? What kind of wisdom? Did I do that one? I don't see him out here. What's the wisdom that you need to have? Clear. The wisdom that they want you to attain in order to have this attraction in the now for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Divine masculine, they want you to understand you got to rely on faith to get you where you are. You got to rely, although it's blinded, just like faith. In order for the fates and or the fates allow, you got to allow spirit to line things up, and you've also got to take action. No action, no lining up. Okay, to understand, you got to release that understanding that you got to rely on divine timing, release it. Okay, so you can be able to send and go on to the next level. Serendipity, understanding what this is, you got to let fated events happen, in order for you to attract this. Once you get into that bliss, like they said, and living in the now, these fated events will happen as well. And right now, you got to work on mending, because that came out in that card, that darkness card, that atonement thing. Work on mending some things within yourself, learning how to cut the cords as well. When you talk about emotions of yourself and emotions of others. For the divine masculine, for the energies, thank you. You got to work on even exchanging your gifts. It's got to be an even flow of stuff. Whatever you put out, you got to make sure you put in, rather that's material or spiritual or even dealing with people. You got to watch, you got to be flexible about some things. You got to think about outside the box as well. And to me, it's like, watch it how you're masking your emotions as well, because she's got like a little mask on there. She's still dancing to the tune, but and being free, but at the same time, she's got this mask here. So watching it, that doesn't creep up a little bit in your connections. And then you got to be also building blocks in your emotions. You got to build up. You got to take it one brick at a time, one level at a time, in order when you're talking about attracting these emotions as well. Okay, last card. Let's see what the Rebel all over deck says. Clear. I figured that was what it was. What the spirit want to say to us about this understanding? Woo! All right. Irritated. Eat, cuddle, sleep, and repeat. So when it comes to this attraction thing, spirit saying it understands that you're going to get a little irritated and a little bothered by this process. So I'm tracking things. What the hell going on? I don't know what the heck what's happening. So it's like eat, again, take in information, take in nourishment, cuddle, have those times to love, and then sometimes taking those times where you got to rest. Okay. All right. And then repeat in that order. Like this kid say, in that order. So repeat. And so we can't be all things, okay? According to source. So your ass needs some help, ask for it, hire it, make it happen. So again, when these things, we can't be all things. Okay, we attracted things. We got to take like one level at a time, one step at a time. Don't eat the whole elephant. Understand when you need help as far as attracting these things, ask for it. If you can't figure it out yourself, hire, go get you a reader or somebody else that you could trust, Kathy D, April Williams, Jupiter 1111, whoever that can make it help you to happen to create this attraction, because they say they understand some of you all might get stuck. Okay, who gave me it? Kimberly. I've been guided to draw the love thing for you. So let me see real quick. Let's see. Since you gave me a donation. Oh, nope. I don't want that. Clear. Let me draw a card for saying thank you. What's happening with Kimberly? I see this. Ooh, passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So you got to work on your thinking is ready, and your emotions and your divine feminine, which is your emotions, is ready to receive it, but you're not, your thinking, your emotions is not in the driving force. It's like it's taking it in, but at the same time, you're in your thinking, you're ready, you're thinking you're ready, your emotions like, I don't know, hold up a second, homie, you moving this maybe a little fast. I don't know about that. Let me clarify, make sure on that one to see. clear. Man holding the coins. Yeah, and your thinking is on it. Your thinking is on it. You know how to operate in the 3D here. This came out really strong here. You know how to operate in the 3D, but we gotta get that in. We gotta get that feminine energies on board. Gotta get that feminine. Got to get your emotions together and get passion. We want equal passion. You want your divine masculine energies within you, or it could be outside. They saying too. You want to it as much as this divine masculine energies. Okay. If you want more introspection, come to me and then I can see about reading about that one. And then also you can try the instant reading as well. Thank you so very much for you all coming in to join me. You all could go over there and scurry over there because I know I was late to this Jupiter 1111. I know I do that all the time, and I apologize on that one. But I have to do when Spirit tells me. So click like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Smash the notification bell so you can see what great things that we're doing. We got the playground experience that's going to be happening on this Friday. It's 5:30 p.m. Central Time and 6:30 Eastern Time with the Sandbox experience where we handle your questions. Myself and three experts from the Twin Flame Journey, which is April Williams, the Golden Lifestyle Unlimited. She handles in doing meditation, clearing the body as well. And then we have also Kathy D as well, and she handles the mind. She specializes in cognitive behavior, and she can help you to change your mind too. So make sure you come and join us. That's free. We answer questions for free. Anything is nothing is off topic in the sandbox. So bring your shovel and your pail and be ready to dig in. All right, and then also go to my divine unisouls11.co to get your instant reading as well there. Again, if you're interested in getting an instant reading from me, you just go there and pick out of the seven situations and four solutions, and that in total is just a cost of $11. And I will be loading some more in there. Next edition is going to be weekly. I've been instructed weekly. I got the load in there. So next edition will be the Mechanostic cards with the Kundalini twist. That means all these cards I'm showing you with all these sexual suggestive stuff, that's going to be loaded in next. That's what's all right. Say, okay, amen. Okay, Ralphie, say amen to that. And if you're interested in, some of you all need some support in helping you to attract these things. Like I said, if you can't do it, hire somebody to help you. Where you can come to the Sunshine Circle as well. We meet on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 1 p.m. Central Time via Zoom. It's just $22.22. You get coaching, you get support, you get accountability, you get master class, you get also assignments that we have there too. And so this is a really great way to be supported while you're doing the journey, because we're hitting some great times. These energies are really kind of slamming some of us, and some of us we're sailing right straight through it. So if you want to kind of connect with some other divine feminines that are riding the wave and they're doing it and successfully and still having being great insight, please come and join us at the Divine Sunshine Circle and go to divineunisoul's11.co to be able to get that information there. All right, as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascending. Namaste, namago. Love you.